Hi everyone! Welcome in. I don't know if you guys can hear the background music now. I can't on this screen for some reason. So sorry if you are just stuck in deafening silence. Because I am, and I can't find the fucking music, not even with the magnifying glass. Is it over here? No fucking music. Over here? No. Down here? No fucking music. Nowhere. It's not even up here. I'm not even tall enough. Look, I have to be on my little tippy toes and even look up here. I don't know where the music went, or my rain. God took it away from me. And I am God. No, not really. It didn't like that I kept turning it off, so it said, no, you can't hear it no more. So I'm probably either going insane or Chat can hear this. Brick. Cubism. I love the cube. Look at that cube combust. Hello, Ping. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day today. I'm excited we get to play Citizen Sleeper. I fucking love this game. I started playing a little bit of it, and when I was playing it, I was like, you know what? I should stream it. Because it looked really fun. It reminds me... I almost said it reminds me a lot of Lost in Randa, but it is nowhere near close to it. Reminds me a lot of Princess Volcano, where there's a lot of reading and like a storyline that you can control. Ew! Oh, sorry, I had a sneeze there. I'm sorry I blew out your eardrum there, buddy. I'm like energetic sick today. Like, you know that feeling you get like when you're sick, but then like you just feel randomly energized? That's the kind of feeling that I have. Does the citizen sleep? Well, technically, yes. So to give you some information about the game before we begin, because it's very confusing and makes no sense, you play as one of 3 characters that are a part of this corporation. I don't remember what the corporation's called, but you are known as a sleeper. You sold your body and soul to a corporation for them to turn you into a machine. A machine that does what exactly? I don't fucking know. I guess you fight or something? You're a good mechanic, if you want to be. That's for sure. But you're slowly dying because the corporation holds the medicine that you need in order to live. So you rely on people in this ship that you landed on for survival. And along the many... So days are known as cycles in this game. Along the many cycles, you shall be hunted down, and a lot of horrible things will happen, depending on how long you've been alive. And I'm excited, because I never even finished the game. I got decently far. Joyous, indeed. I'm excited. Also, let's just give appreciation for the soundtrack here. Oh, it sounds fucking heavenly. This music. Like, the whole game. It sounds like nothing right now. But the music that was there is glorious. So we will do a new game. I was playing the mechanist, so I will be playing a different type of class. Because I know all the perks of the mechanic. Actually, can I don't want to change the language. I was gonna see if I can turn the game up, but I guess I can't. Okay, we'll do a new one. So you can be an operator. So you're really shipped when it comes to endurance. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Oh, there's the mechanist. A mechanist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to mechanist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Which the mechanist, from what I've played so far, is like the best fucking character you could be. So we're not gonna be them, obviously. I actually don't even know if the story changes depending on who you play. I know that it just gives you more options. Or you could be the extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have high level of endurance. So what are the perks for this? I can use strength or strength of will, so I could beat you the fuck up with my fist, but I will never approach a problem with awareness. Meanwhile, with Operator, you work with digital interfaces, but you do not use strength or have strength of will. And in Mechanic, obviously, you have Engineer, but you can't approach problems head on. Ugh. Do I need to be aware? Do we want to be aware? I quite like the... Oh my god, the art is beautiful. I love the art. I actually, for Gartic Phone, when we were last playing Gartic Phone on stream, I drew one of the people that we meet. What's longer than the average human lifespan? Whales. The receptions at CVS. Or the receipts at CVS, indeed. Yes, they are. I'm buying a lot of condoms there. But hi, Sanrio! How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Welcome in. I don't know what to be. You never get to see your character, though. That's the only sad thing. And I love the art they do for the character. I think it would be cool to work with drones, but it would also be fun to beat the fuck out of people. But I don't like that you can't approach problems with awareness. Not until later on. Oh, wait, they have random perks already. Wait, hold on. Chance to gain random scrap items on engineer actions. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Or sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Oh, that's good. Fuck, that's really good. But cryo is so much better. So cryo is the money system in this game. But being able to regain energy without money would also be good. But if you have money, that problem isn't a problem. Oh, but you can't use strength of will. Fuck! These are some tough ones. Fuck it, we're gonna be the operator. I feel like this is gonna be the most fun one. Because I like the idea of still being able to approach problems with awareness. So we're the operator. Also, the music in this game reminds me of like Risk of Rain music. It's really nice. If the game is too quiet, please let me know. I don't know how loud it can be on stream. Right now there's like no music. The first thing you become aware of on awakening is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling. Between wanting to act and acting. Minor. Almost imperceptible. But always present. The first thing you become I was reading the same thing. It's at its worst when awakening. When yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real. To be a person. To be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body or forget that body. Let's think of the body. What body we used to have. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day. The sting of blood welling from a fresh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought. Blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in, behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body. Given your current circumstances, the walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your... For a game that I should be reading. I should learn how to read, huh? And retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning, delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan or remember the others? What others? Fuck the plan. What are the people we're supposed to meet? You remember there were 10 of you. 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape, or at least die trying. Would it be a possibility to move the thingamajiggies if all the text is at the right? Yeah, that actually is probably smart. Lurkin. I have fun lurking, Luthra. Have fun. Yes, I will. Hold on, let me move everything real quick. That is actually a smart decision. If I could find where everything is at, first of all. I just have to remember to move it back after stream. Or, hold on, wait. Control Z. Let me make 2 of these. There's gonna be 2 of me, hold on. I am multiple, I am one, I am the machine! Yes, let me move this over here. Especially since all the reading is to the right, I can't change that. Chat. Where's the chat? Disappear for now. There you are. Whee! I put you under. Well, put it under all that. There we go. Perfect. This feels weird. Epic. Epic indeed. I feel very weird being on this side of the screen. Let me make it so I'm slightly more even. Alright, let's get to the mystery. Just whenever I look at chat, it's gonna look like I'm looking at the wall. That's it. Alright. Some were lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Only a few... So we were supposed to meet somewhere. Got it. I understand. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach any destination. Wait for the cold or try to rest. I think if we wait for the cold, we might die here. Let's try to rest. Get some rest to regain our energy. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months even. But you are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm, even. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body is still needed to your body still has the need to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. Hey, cool new model. Hi, Biggie. Welcome in. I've had this model for a little bit. It's just been a long time. But how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hi. We're playing a game that has a lot of reading. You feel the weight of that impossibility beginning to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulant mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Stop stealing my glasses! I need to read, goddammit! I'm doing great. I got a job now, so I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. It's Miggy! But I hope you're having fun at your new job. I hope it's great. See, now I can't even look. Reading, I can't even see the chat anymore without my glasses. How dare you, butts. Indeed, butts. We like butts here. Also, thank you for the alert, Gashi, and thank you, Luthra, for the 3-stream streak. Thank you. Oh, my nose. Also, I saw the chat setup. That's pretty cool. It has our profile picture. I know. That's why I love the Persona chat. I never played a Persona game, but I love the Persona chat for Twitch because it shows everyone's profile pictures, and I think it's so cool. You can also tell when, like, moderators are talking, too, which is really nice. Where was I at? Fuck. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound too everywhere. Screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer, until in a haze of dirty yellow, a figure appears. You are out. Oh, we get the ship! Look at the ship! We can move! We can do things, chat! Dragos, pragmatic salvager. Look at him! Look at the old man! Glorious. Never played Persona either. Okay, good. It's all good. Rushes can be a bit hectic, but it is what it is. Or you work at like a restaurant or something? Or like retail? Because rushes suck. But it makes the day go by faster at least. Okay. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond the recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. "So, Sleeper, you all thawed yet?" "Well, almost. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have been better preserved in Sub-Zero vac. Some more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky." Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech, his headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbolic linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. "Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long." You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seemed lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. "Well, I plan to survive, unlike the other sleepers. You aren't sure if he hears you. I won't ask what led you to do it. To sell yourself to a corporation. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. And you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property." You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms. The cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You're no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. Imagine if the company just gives you memories that aren't even yours. Like, what if the company just drags you and forces you to be a sleeper? You don't even pay to, like, become one. They just put those in your memories. Yee restaurant. It's just crazy because I be on the fryers, but it seems I'm doing good as long as I'm doing my job, then it's whatever. Yeah, exactly. Dude, being a cook, I commend you. Woo! It is a tough job. And I appreciate it. Keep making delicious food that I can consume, please. I love and hate the vibes you can get in a kitchen. Because you either have, like, really fun vibes in a kitchen, or it's, like, completely heavy. Like, fun time's over, work mode. It ain't that serious, it's fast food. Oh, so then it's fun. Like, it's fun all around. Hell yeah. We love the fun vibes of the fast food kitchens, because nobody wants to be there. They all hate their job. But we need money. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. Eason Arp wants to protect their property. But if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it, from the other sleepers. Land obsoletes. A built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have left? But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glanced up and away, towards the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you could have ended up. The Eye? The station you'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as a storage out in the shacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it.
Ah, stop barking me. How dare you, Benewin?
Because it was like my third day, but when I get more comfortable, I'll be chilling. Yeah, you gotta get used to it. You gotta get comfy. The good thing is, it's only 20 minutes by bus to get there, and the buses thankfully are free. Ooh, that is so good! Free bus fare, plus a short distance from work. Ah, that's great. Living the fucking dream. Well, living the dream is not having a job, but getting close to it. Ah, I needed a drink. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet, and you nod. Alright, you head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the Rex, his drone already converging on a rusting hulk, plasma flashing silhouettes. Flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Welcome to Erland's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Okay. So you select locations by clicking on the icons. This is the Eye. We'll be able to access more stuff later on. We can view our character and their stats. We can actually increase my endurance to not be a negative, which I think is like cheating. I kind of wish that you couldn't do that. That way it actually mattered a little. But it doesn't. Alright, it's the next day. You wake up curled in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now. Strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are, on this ruined station, millions of miles away from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's possible to know, after all, what matters. Ooh, escape getting answers or building a life. Honestly, I want to build a life. We escaped. Well, we already escaped. Right? We're free. But I guess freedom is good. I don't know. I would say building a life to get that freedom. Maybe you did get lucky finding yourself here. Maybe here, on the edge of everything, there's a life for you to build. But before you can build anything, you'll need to learn to survive. Maybe if you can do that, you can make a life for yourself. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best as you can, and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Alright, condition. So your condition up here is this orange thing. Condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but you can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. 2. Action dice, which is your dice right here. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have, which makes sense. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy, which are these 5 bars down here. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle, which is not good. We don't want that. Alright. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its catch of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? I'm not feeling good, that's for sure. The drone chirps, Dragos nods. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. Are you well enough to work? Yeah, I could do some work. Alright then, he nods. At the yard, it's simple enough. We hack these old hulls down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor, and obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Alright, I get it. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well, he trails off. Well, but things being the way that they are for me at this yard, I need the help. Why? Why do you need my help? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you are feeling fresher. There's plenty to do, okay? Alright, will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later then, sleeper, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Can I only work? I thought there was more I can do right now. Okay, it seems like all I can really... Oh, no, wait. Low gate end. I need 60. Okay. So I do want the low gate end. So basically how... I'm just gonna try to dumb this down. 6 and 5s are basically 100% positives. Well, 5 is a 50-50 chance for a positive or neutral outcome. 3s and 4s, 25% positive, 25% negative for an outcome, but a 50% chance it'll be neutral. So that's like an okay. It's like a risky thing you can do, but it's not bad. A 1 and a 2 is basically a failure all the time. Fuck this 50-50 bullshit for a 50% chance neutral, 50% chance negative. It's always bad. It always fails. Ah. There's also modifiers, so depending on your skill, like, I cannot do manual salvage because I need to endure. I don't have endurance. I don't have engineer, but it's, like, a better option for me to do. So I can't do the safe option, as one would put it. Actions, will progress unlock a lot of stuff. So you want to do these actions to do progress. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna skip this. These are like my quests I have to do. You can't see it because they're covered by chat. There's really no good spot to put chat. Unless I got rid of it. But I don't want to get rid of you guys. But I have like an objective in my left corner that you can't see. But there's just a lot you can do in this game, and it's really fun. Oh well, this is a safer option. It should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Perfect. Oh, but now that we did stuff, we could... Okay. I guess I only had to do something once. I didn't realize that. Oh, but I needed to explore. Because now I'm gonna starve, I think. I might starve. Yeah. Okay, I fucked that one up by using all of my energy at the yard. But that's fine, because that actually brings us closer to that. So let's end the day. We have nothing else we can do for now. We're gonna be starving, so we're gonna probably be in critical condition. There is some strategy to this game, surprisingly. This time, you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting, skeletal ring, surrounds you. For a moment, you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connected you to. You see the station. No, you don't see it. You feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. Fuck it, let's touch it. I'm gonna touch the shit out of it. I'm gonna touch that gooey, ooey black stuff. You found a point in the station, and you connect to it. Pulse through it. Follow loops and paths under and around it. You... Wait, what? I lost where I'm at! You touch more points than you have fingers. And then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect to them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. You notice a tugging feeling, pulling at you, insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow, it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back, trembling, into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored. And then it's gone in an instant. So that's a little bit of foreshadowing, actually. So later on, you get to see all of the code within the station just by closing your eyes. And that's a little bit of foreshadowing there, and I do enjoy that. I understand that I'm starving. We're gonna explore, okay? I understand. We're exploring. Perfect. Yeah, now we have the bar. Which is good, because we need to eat. We will die. We also do need to buy drinks a lot. So we're gonna get 2 of these, we're gonna get a drink. That way we have our bar full. That also adds an Overlook Regular, which gives us... So, these, like, little things right here, the 3, like, Simon Says looking thing, if we complete those bars, something will happen. So we want to actually do... Oh, wait, there's something here. We have an event. Ankita. Hey, you! Wanna earn a chit? And Ankita stands behind a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Well, you better make it too. Ankita laughs. This goddamn station. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. All right, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? Hey, we all need to survive, alright? Ankita softens. I get it. I do. She shakes her head. But if I could just get 1 cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to take me an idiot, then that would be nice. Ankita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way. And she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. Why are you doing this yourself? You mean, why aren't I hiring those good folk? She nods back at the stevedores. I've paid Havenge enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring. I can't vacate unless I either fix the Amberus or sell it off as scrap. Amberus? Is that your ship? You catch on fast. She gives you another of her looks. She rapidly turns around another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell. But since it's only gotten worse, someone got in and sliced the core from her ship mind. So, now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short 1 ship mind, with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I've seen worse. But I'm bleeding chits every cycle here, so I need to get off, and fast. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. Alright, this is me. She yells the 2nd bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. Oh, I'm pretty stupid, Ankita. You don't know what I'll try. I'll try all the stupid shit I can. She passes the bundles of plate, the Ambergris outer lock, the Ambergris outer lock, and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here. She calls back, and the lock slams shut. She gives me like a tough girl persona. Tough gal. Alright, plus a drive. So not only are we trying to find a doctor to survive, We need to repay Dragos by helping him out. And we need to fix the Ambergris. We don't have to complete all these. We just can. Seal dock. Unseal the dock. Unlock the maglock. Well, we can't do that. I need someone in order to do that. How many days do we have, or how many cycles do we have? So we have 2, wait, we have 2, 4, we have 6 more cycles to worry about that. I don't care then. So this dock right here, the salvage sortie, every like 4 cycles, it'll bring in a ship that lets us like salvage scrap. And we need that later on to sell. I do actually need to do work, so we can... Hold on, what does this do? And he has a couple of glitched repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the Ambergris for you. That's actually good. So there's 2 outcomes, I think, to this. Ship shape. The Ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention should see it return to a functional state. Grounded. The Ambergris is in a delicate condition. It'd be all too easy to push it over into a cascading collapse. So these are the bad things that could happen. Grounded, we do not want that one to be completed. Because that means the Ambergris is destroyed. We want ship shape. So... I'm missing dice already. Shit. Oh, because I was doing the thing. Well, we'll do this. We'll rewire the drones. She didn't give us money, which is fine for now. Let's actually grab food. Let's buy some rations real quick. Buy rations, get a drink. You know, get a little tipsy, have some fun before bed. You know, all the good shit. What's over here, actually? Assist a shipbuilder. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. Hull materials. As a newcomer, you can only gain that. I can't do it, it's a negative. Yard hand. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourists here. Oh, so this is to unlock, like, the shipyard area. This is to unlock this huge bit right here. Okay, I understand. For now, let's end the cycle. Each day is a little day closer to freedom. Oh god. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, catches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring. Through these forms... Oh wait. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. Focus on the threads or focus on the nodes? Let's focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy and bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here. I like that they put that in quotation marks of dimensions are they're a little bit difficult. They're kind of a tad bit fucky-wucky. You know, you get my drift, eh? But you lean in close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens. Oh, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzles and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that instant tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. I guess let's touch the first one. Let's get handsy with the first before the second here. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in the ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each shot. Fuck, I'm getting hunted down! Who would have thought escaping a giant corporation that wants my body, that I sold my body to, would mean I get hunted down? You know? Didn't see that one coming there, Chief. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Hunted. Someone out there is tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. How many cycles do I have? Well, if we're excluding today, we have 2, 4, 6... Only 7?! The cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the I button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Okay. So the red cycles mean that they're time sensitive. So if I don't do anything about it, like something bad or good will happen. But right now something bad will happen. We need to figure out how to recover our energy and fast. I think we need to start pouring our time into the market. Because the bright market is the busiest part of the Isler Rim. You can find anything and everything here. We have a thing called Find a Doctor. I think we'll be able to find the doctor here. So I want to start... because we have enough to do this. I would rather do this today and make sure we can survive than anything. We have a day to go without food. I planned this so we can go a day without buying food. So we have local knowledge. See, look. Sabine? The Slum Doctor. Sorry, I had to do a little cough. We're in Hab Block. Decaying Habitation Block. Hold on, I have to take a drink. Next. I can do that better. Next comes the call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. We're just at someone's apartment? Okay. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You are thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they have all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizers, this body, no, your body, it will, well, you suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. I guess let's look at the enforcer. Is he cute at least? Is he a cute looking guy? The enforcer is looking down the corridor, and you dare to glance at him. His purpose is unmistakable. He is there to intimidate, to threaten, and if necessary, carry out those threats. His broad shoulders are framed with a metal exoskeleton. A couple of mirror-like implants sit below his eyes like mercury teardrops. Subsidiary, the sense of input or aesthetic markers. You aren't sure. You also aren't familiar with the geometric blade-like tattoo on his arm, but you make a note of it. You avert your eyes when he looks back at the queue. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice. "Send the next one in, Toshiro." The enforcer jerks his head, and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light, a floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives full view of the bright market-sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above. And for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. "Come sit," calls a sharp voice. And you see, that kind of doesn't fit her voice. "Come sit." That kind of works. Calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns. As they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink and then quickly regain their composure. "Please sit." They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. "Remain still, please." Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. "How long have you been on the station?" they ask, the scanner still on their eye. "I've been here a few cycles." Sorry, I had a cough. I don't want to bleed your guys' ears all the time with my coughing. Let me take a good sip. They nod. "It's good you came to me." They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. "I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything." They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. "Your body is dying." They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. Eastern Art doesn't like to see its property technology let loose, to prevent bodies like yours, frames, as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process of so-called planned obsoletes. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizers, one which Essen-Arp remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? How do you know this? They shift in their seat. You aren't the first sleeper I've encountered. You wait for more, but they go back to their inspection. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. "I'm sorry," Sabine says, and you are unsure if they mean for their cold touch of the mental or everything else. What? And you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything. Oh, okay. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and Eastern Arp has no reason to release stabilizers into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. "I know little of this is of use to you." They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. "I may be able to help," they sigh. And you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. "You saw Tashira outside." You nod. "He works for my benefactor, Yatagan." Yatagan? Yatagan? Yatagan. They are influential in the low end. They give me the space to work, they run the door, and they take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. But Yatagan has connections. Smugglers from the Star Ward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This This is dangerous, and it will be expensive, but I think we can do it. But why would you help me? Why are you helping me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave. Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you could see their face. But the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Oh, I need water! Hold on. We're gonna put the Be Right Back screen up for a second. I need water. I will be right back in a second. Alrighty, and we are back with water, actual water, not soda. I actually got water, so I'm not dead or healing over. Okay. Cubism. We love the cube. Me and the boys on the cube. Oh wait, I have an event. Street food vendor. Oh my god, I love his design. Look at him! Emphas is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red-flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A sack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. Let's just watch. Despite the queue, Emphas doesn't rush. He dresses each portion individually, squeezing precise slugs of liquid from an assortment of bottles into the bowl of torn leaves and bright slices, before tossing them loosely together. Occasionally, a waiting customer might mutter something about efficiency, but Emphas remains steady in his process. After a while, the queue fades back into the crowd, and Emphas sets down his metal bowl and looks up across the burner to see you, watching him. I can feel your eyes burning a hole in my bowl. Free sample? Sure, why not? He gestures neatly. Come over. I think he needs a warmer voice. Like, come over. Or, come on over. Come on over here in these parts, partner. Nah, I like the come over kind of thing. Alright. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy, the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you sleepers, Enthus says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems you tell him like some dream that you once had, but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you're unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more, he smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner's side, and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the walk. Before you turn back to the alleyway, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll definitely be back. Sorry, a little bit of coffee waffies there. Alright. Oh, that filled up our energy bar. That's actually great. So this is what it looks like now when we look at the codes of the ship. And if we have... So we need certain cipher chips for certain things. But if we have a certain, like, dice roll... I'm explaining it already, game. If we have a certain dice roll, we can actually, like, infiltrate this information. And use it for stories later on. Or, like, quests and stuff. Oh yeah, I probably should help you, huh? Okay. Well, let's finish Drago's stuff. It might be best to finish off Drago's stuff. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! I don't know who this is. I guess it's turn? Fang? Wait, this is how we meet Fang? I thought you meet him... Oh! So, when I originally played this, I met Fang because I decided to steal stuff from the vendors. I didn't know that you meet him no matter what. I thought you only met him if you did that event. Hey, Sleeper, wait up! Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught ya. Do I know you? He grins. Well, you do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just wanted to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erland said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Erland? Who the fuck is Erland? You pass together in the main walkway. No one has told you about Erland. He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Haven should organize some seminars. He laughs. Not really my department, though. I'm with the systems. Systems? Everything the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but the system keeps it spinning somehow. At least, we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to repair, and then, when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. That was weird. Can I... Oh, it's already the next day. I was gonna say, can I go the fuck to sleep? We can't get our drugs for another 2 cycles, but they're expensive anyways. This is fine. This is not time sensitive. Oh, fuck, not that. This thing isn't time sensitive, which is fine, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I think you get money from this. Let's see. Yeah, let's try this out. I'm pretty sure you get money from this. No, you don't. Okay, I thought you did. We'll spend the rest of it on this then. We'll just do the risky one. Why not? It failed. Damn it. I got cryo though, which is good. That's what I need. And we're also gonna actually go to this, the Order Fungus, because that gives you 3 energy bars instead of 2, which is great. Oh, we now have the Aura T Exchange. So this we're gonna need 2 in order to build a ship mines later on. We need to get Trusted Trader. Yeah, there's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only Trusted Traders get access to it. So we want to be able to trade stuff later. Once the salvage shorty comes in, we're gonna actually probably pour a lot of stuff into that. It just sucks because we do need endurance for a lot of it. Alright, back to the empty container. It is kind of upsetting that we are being hunted. I don't really know what we can do to end the hunted. I don't think there is a way to stop this first one. This first hunt thing. Alright, but let's sleep. Get that EPs. No dialogue this time. That's scary. Oh, Fang. Jesus Christ, Fang. Sleeper. Fang catch... Oh, sleeper. I don't know why I like, reset it. I think I said it wrong at first. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Havenge building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security and all that. He gives you a look. You know, right? He then slams a button, and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't really recognize that glow with blue screen lights. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of... Wouldn't you just love to hear that in like the middle of an audiobook? You're listening to an audiobook, they fuck up on a word, so they just suddenly go... There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? It's a fucking mess, Fang. Clean it. Hey, this whole station is a mess. This is what I have to work with, okay? He taps a nearby server stack with bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE-1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we've never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks, and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He then stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I can't or I can. No point in not being honest, you know? Yes, I can see them. It makes sense, right? You are between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're— Oh, Jesus Christ, Sora! Hello, Sora! Welcome to Investors! You guys trying to give me a fucking heart attack while reading? Welcome to my audiobook. I hope you are enjoying Luigi nutting to the sound of a kazoo. It's glorious and I love it. Good you got scared. How dare you? I hope you had a horrible stream. I'm kidding. I hope your stream was amazing. I hope you all had fun and lots of love. But what were you guys playing? What were you doing? Hi. And let me give you a good old shout at you. It was we rated you. That's horrible. See, that's how you know it's a terrible stream. You raid me. Let's do a little shout out for the Soratorial Neko. Everyone go follow that beautiful bastard. That beautiful. Show him some love. They're a cat. Everyone likes cat boys, right? Or cat people. They like those, right? Discord kittens and all. But what were y'all playing? What were you doing? Were you guys having a good time? Gay old time? We like that. Also, sorry that all my stuff is... What the fuck? Listen here. You come on to my stream, you bring all these magnificent people in here, and then you bonk me? You bonk me? Sora, I can't really zoom in that well. Sorry, I fucked up my thing. But you bonked me? What the fuck? I'm gonna eat you alive. Thank you for the drink. I need it. Welcome in. Pal World. Ooh, Pal World's always fun. I was playing that yesterday. And before stream. I love Pal World. I love adult Pokemon with gun. Pokemon with gun is the best. But I hope you all had a lovely time shooting the fuck out of Pokemon. I've reached 50 hours and I've now had it for a week. Oh god, what are my hours on it? Let me look it up real quick. Steam! I want to see my hours on Power. Stop stealing my glasses. I need to read. God damn. Power World. I have 57 and I've owned it for a month. That is... Sora, are you okay? Are you okay? You've had it for a week. Are you good? Also, Ashley, what the fuck? Stop stealing my glasses. No, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I should have known you weren't okay. I'm having fun. All the fun in the world. Let's go. See, it's always good to have fun. Ashy, I see you in that VC, Ashy. I see you in there. I'm gonna eat you, Ashy. You're gonna be one of the people I consume. Not in a pleasant way. You're gonna be my dinner. I'm gonna chop you up. Lies and slander. Would be funny if you're actually not. No, you are the VC. Haha. See, I don't even need to look. I just know. I always know. The force has been disturbed. Ashley is in the VC. Oh my. But how dare you? But no, I have a cat now. Hello, cat. Please don't tear up my chair. That is all I ask of you. And then you can stay on the stream. Where was I at now? Where were we at here? You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though, huh? They're tracking me, Fang. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place, subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay, secrets, a shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place, break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He then lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He then winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I think I'll have to think about it. He looks away. Okay, you think about it then. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate, and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. So if you come across anything while you are thinking, maybe bring it in. I have an acquisitions budget, and I'm not afraid to use it. He slams the door button again. Think on it, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. That's it? I don't get any more to read? What the fuck? I thought there would be more. Haha, my sound alerts aren't working. You're wasting your money, Ashy. I won here. I scammed you. I don't know why those alerts aren't working. Boo. Boo me all you want. I stole your money. What the fuck? Actually, well deserved. Well, since he gave us that node, let's actually put that in real quick so we can get those systems. I think it's in here, right? No, that's not it. That's a different thing. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. We'll do this. We'll start the action on this. I'd rather just have all these unlocked.
Ashimaki asked, why are you the way you is?
Because I am. I don't know why that works and then everything else works. Oh, because it's a different thing. My TTS is like a random, like, TTS service or something. But I am just the way I am. I'm chaotic. I'm crazy. You could blame Mother Rabbit for that, because Mother Rabbit likes to call people perverts for some reason. And I am what she fears. That sounds horrible. I am a pervert to my mother. My god. What else do we got here? Oh, RT exchange. We wanted to do this. Survive. Wait for Sabine to... Oh my god, there's more shit. Okay. Build a ship mind. Is that something she needs right away? No. But it's something I can make now. How many days do we have with you? Oh, I can do this in one day. Let's wait on you then. I would rather get the ship mind done as quick as possible. I'm not gonna sell... Oh, wait, hold on. This is open, so I could actually just sell components. Ugh. Never mind. Never mind. That's actually a horrible idea, because I would have to buy those. I guess let's just play the exchange. Oh, and you gain money from this too. Okay, that's fine. I'm losing money from that. I don't really want to do that now. Ugh. I guess we're gonna do Drago's Yard. You can't make that a 0, right? No, you can't. Okay, give me 10 cryo, please. We're running low on food, so it's a food day. Give me the foods. Do I just waste money? No, we could get that next cycle. I would rather wait. We do need to get the shipyard. I do want to start doing shipyard stuff. because I think there was more to the shipyard. Let me take another drink. Alright, we have 2, 4. We still have 5 more days till the person hunting us down will find us. Is the medicine stuff done? Medicine stuff is done. That's good. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick up. Wait, is Sabine a gender-neutral character? I never realized that. I love that. Oh my god, I am in love with that. I am so sorry I misgendered you, Sabine. I have no idea. How do you do, like, a neutral voice? I don't know how to do that. Oh, no. I have no idea how your tongue... They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna die without it. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we need to be careful. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which, over time, are identified by your bodies as foreign material, and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means what exactly? Put it in dumb words, please. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Well, I don't have a choice. I think you are right. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site. A fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What just happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatakan required a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. I'm sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different. Somehow as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet, and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door, and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh, that's like when you're aware of a car moving. I hate that feeling. So now we can buy this at, 100? Really? You're gonna sell it at 100? Can you, like, can I have a discount, like, at least for helping? Like a smidge? Come on. We have one more day. Since we have another day, let's do the ORT exchange stuff. Since we do have really good rolls today. Alright, perfect. That's almost done. We could finish off the Overlook regular. And I think we get another storyline? Yeah, another storyline. The glass shatters on the steel bars beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt! The spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Fuck it, let's shout back at him. I'm ready for a confrontation. You sit back off your stool, scrambling for words. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out. The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Fuck it, let's catch it. You reach up. You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, shattering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and goral vapor, you see Tala leap... Ugh, I'm struggling now. Through the haze of glass and goral vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door. We love a fucking muscle mommy. My god. She's willing to just throw you out if you fuck around with her patrons. I love that. Silhouetted against the rotunda lights, you touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of garroyle is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain. Only the string of status massages your body. I need a drink. You don't feel the pain. Only the string of status messages your body, delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you been on the eye long? I've been on long enough. Hey, you don't need to act tough with me. A splinter clicks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. And guess what's also a safe place? My fucking desk, apparently, because my mouse thinks it's time to take a little dirt nap. It died! My mouse took a little nap, it hasn't woken up, and now it's awake. There we go. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, but the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with the clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides a glass of Groil at you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? I have no idea, but let's find out. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just walked in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Groil. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old. It feels good. Just like getting drunk would. Yum yum. We only need one scrap. I might as well just buy it. Oh, it's 20 for scrap? Never mind. I want to be able to go to the low-end gate, which is 60. Because if we're able to go to the low-end gate, we can get to the Greenway soon. And getting to the Greenway is a necessity, apparently. I did not realize that until I got further in the game. But getting to the Greenway is one of, like, the biggest things you need to do. Because without it, you're pretty fucked. There's a lot of things you can do in the Greenway. And we like the green. Okay. Ooh, we had a lot of good shit. Well, let's do manual salvage because it's safe. Back in business, plus 10 cryo. Boom! We fixed Drago's shit. Dragos won't be in debt. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across the sorcheled hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The clutter is huge, and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it is lowered into the yard. She is very beautiful. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this! The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Drago's for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, I mean what happened to the ship. Not my concern. He shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrive in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the Easton Arp freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb of your rebirth into a strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you can learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Hope you're doing wonderful. Hi, Rain. I'm doing good. How are you? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Flora. Hey, going. How's it? How have you been? Welcome to my audiobook. That's basically what the series is. I read. I do a lot of reading. Oh God, it is a lot. But I enjoy it. I love this game. It has so much good story, good art, good game mechanics even. I love the game mechanics for this. It's great. It actually makes you think. Drago squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Drago repeats. Perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Alright, upgrade point! You completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. So that's what this is for. This is like our D&D, like, leveling up system. Chance to gain Crayon interface actions, which we already have, which is great. I might just do Ancient Nodes give double data rewards right away, because that's actually really good. But predictive reasoning would also be really good. And Thrill Seeker. Let's do Ancient Nodes. Oh wait, we need 2. Never mind, we have to wait. We've been doing good, that's good, that's good! Good to see you doing good. Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, give Kenji all the pats and treats for me. Give him all the head pats. And Kenji needs that bandana. The My Humans Are Married bandana still. Or gonna get married. They need that. Alright. So, what do we do now? What can we do for money? Ambergus doesn't give us money. This gives us money. I know once we do the shipyard, we will get money from that. Well, first of all, let's do the ORT exchange. It's just risky, so I'm fine with doing a 3 dice for it. Boom. And now we have access to ship mines, which I might actually have to put my endurance up because we could get ship mines from unloading containers. Fuck. Yeah. Alright, where's Endor? Confirm. And it's dangerous, so we'll do the 100% positive one. We didn't get anything from that, damn. But you do get money from that. Not a lot, but some. And honestly, let's do this too for money. Might as well. Ooh, that one bad. But we got a lot of money. Okay, that's actually good. This works out. We have 93. We could buy a vial, but I'm not too worried about our energy right now. We have pretty good energy. It's basically a full bar. Also, hi, Evelyn. Hi. Welcome, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat your toes. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, let's see. Look at that mudkip. I'm gonna eat the mudkip. I guess is that all we can do? We have 3 more days after today until we're hunted down, which is terrifying. We need to find some way to not die, but I don't think that's an option right now. We don't really have that option, so let's end the cycle. Oh, never. Oh god, that's a gun. Well, I have a ruler. Does that work? Does that work against guns? I think it does, right? Let's get food. Actually, no. We can get... So at low end, you can, like, serve food and stuff here. Yeah. Maintained by the residents, the ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends. The filter can be heard in every course in low end as the resident player routing this game for cryo. Oh, wait. No, this is different. Oh, I don't have anything unlocked at the low end. That's why. But I can get to greet. How much is it for the founders? Okay, that's a lot. 150. My God. No. I guess let's just unlock the low end. I'd rather unlock this. I think that's a good way to make friends. I do want to make friends. Let's make friends. Let's make all of the friends. I'm just gonna pour all my points into this because, like, I have really nothing else to pour it into right now. I have no need to pour it into anything. We have one new drive discovered. One new drive. I also don't want to track. Can I stop tracking things? Get to know Emphis. Fix the hamburgers. Extract the past. Build a home. There's a direct unit in the low end that remains unclaimed with lots of scrap and little work. It could be yours? I've never gotten that. What? I just need scrap. I need 4 scrap. Before attempting to fix this place up, you'll need amass enough scrap to make the repair. Oh my God, that's cool. Ah, the fucking scrap ship is in here.
Stop stealing my glasses.
So instead of living in the container, I can live in a house. I can build a life here. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Mini G's. Actually, let's just spend it on this. Because this will give me energy. Yeah, and cryo. Oh, God. Not much cryo, but a lot. A decent tidbit. Wait, this is a timed event? Drago seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold this nerve much longer. Will he kill me if I stay in his yard? Oh yeah, if we fix Winter's Light, we won't gain money from this, but if we destroy it, we gain money. But I kind of want to learn about the history of Winter's Light. I think that's interesting. I love the history of this game. Like, they have cool shit. The Hamburgers has no timed event, which is great. So we can wait on that. We are getting hunted down. We only have 3 days left. How long the glass is gone for? I think it's like 2 minutes. Like 2 or 5 minutes, I don't remember. However long the cooldown is. Okay. So, when is the scrap building coming back? Not for a while. What can we do? I'm trying to think. Oh wait, but can we buy... buy shipment fragments? But there's really no point. Yeah, 60 for a ship mine fragment. I don't want that. Let's see. What's the event over here? 2, 4. Okay, that's a little too much. Let's just fix the ship real quick then. I didn't want to use that because it's a safe action. Oh well. Whatever. We'll fix this up a little. Ooh, plus yard clearance. Whoops. And then we'll spend the last one in the shipyard. Because I do want to do the shipyard stuff. Energy? How dare. Fine. Okay. Well, that's fine. It gives us an excuse to eat at Emphis' stall. Good to know. Why? I'm scared. Why do you want to know that? Alright, end that cycle. We're kind of speedrunning some cycles now. And today is the last day before we get hunted too. So I would like to build a home. But the scrap ship isn't coming for another 2 days, which sucks. Ooh, we are starting to run out of energy now, though, so I do need to focus on money. Which kind of sucks. You've heard that the Tang Enforcer based here have been paying low-end residents for information on Havage movements. Tavern room, the Tamper houses some of the best players in the low-end, serious high-stakes only play. There you go. Let's play Tavla, and get more of the low-end unlocked. Oh, we make money off this, too. Well, let's actually look for... We'll do the Havenge stuff. Might as well. I didn't really want to. But no point in not. We'll do some key ends. Nice to know information. Yeah, that's all it is. Uh-oh. What the fuck just happened? I just accidentally did an event. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread, strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side.
Stop taking my glasses, God damn it! God damn it, Ping! My glasses didn't even disappear, haha! Fuck you!
Wait, why didn't that work? Here, I'll yeet them for you. There you go. Gone. I think you broke it. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity, unknown, astringent, processing. Resist or stay still? Let's stay still? Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. The fucking hunter looks cool! The CD is shorter than the actual duration. Yeah. It shouldn't be. That's the thing, it shouldn't be. I don't know why it is. Because I thought I had it set differently unless it changed and I didn't fix it. I might need to go back and fix it. But look at the hunter. It looks like a fucking, like, a dog with tentacles spewing out of it, and that's got, like, a CD in its head. That's cool. What are you? What did you do? Let's do what did you do? The shape paces around you on lithed legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity identified. Origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper essence art. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. I would run. You kick off and glide away through the cloud, the threads surging after like predatory tentacles. They follow, wrapping the space around you until you are held within a web, a tangle of tentacles closing in. Stop this! Hunter halts its thread, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I am a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmered with fury. I will find access. I will interface. I don't understand. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interfaces leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. My god, what the fuck did I just witness? Ugh. That was hell. I guess let's do another keynote, since I can bypass this, apparently. Boom. Perfecto. I think you need 2 to unlock the dock. How much was this? Yeah, 2. Data, sorry. Alright, unlock the maglock. The maglock thunks open, and you can remove it from the entryway onto the next one. Oh. Neo-Vend, mysterious machine. It's an arcade machine! Or a vending machine? What is this? Your order, thank you. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusting plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape. Settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet, it is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neo-Vend, and you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad, and something begins whirring. At first, it sounds like server motor starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, and a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neo-Vend. Entity. Oh wait, entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a sequel, almost like some strange and mechanical swallowing or intake of breath. Before the machine speaks again, I have need of you. You have need of me. That sequel comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. You are in danger. Aren't you a vending machine? A sequel. Chose this vessel for its seclusion. Please listen. The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes, and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, and software. Neo-Vend whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station. Ghostly, threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering too much data. Must build nests, explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data, raid its nest. Why can't you? Hunter will find me, then killer will come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings, save self, Neovend says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirling amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Alright, so what do you need? Disable your tractor, extract the pass, free Neovend. Extract Hunter data for Neovend. What if I don't? What if I just leave you alone? I don't give a shit. Oh yeah, we were gonna save money, so we'll take the hit. Oh fuck, we're gonna also get murdered, aren't we, huh? I guess it doesn't matter if we eat, huh? We're getting hunted. Alright, leave. Ethan! It's your boy, Ethan! I love Ethan. He's a bastard of a man, but goddamn do I love him. Hold it there, sleeper. Comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. Stay still. Good, good. A hand pats your coat down. You know, your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. And you immediately know he has terrible news. You got all the way out here, and then stayed put. That's a sleeper thing. You're my first. You barely hear him. You notice the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off of you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars like, stop stealing my glasses! So rude! How dare! My god. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of god-forsaking moons. He splits the ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass, though. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. Make a break for it or let him? Let's let him. Good, good. You got the idea. He grins. It's over. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Please, just stop. Don't debase yourself by begging, please. Ethan pulls a sharpshooter's earplug out, then pops it back in. Consider these deaf ears. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to Isanarp right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market, maybe. Or a holdout on the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That Isanarp tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me. Because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, muses Ethan, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints on the surrogate systems, and we're heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles, you come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay my tab? He rattles his handgun. You get the idea. So you're letting me go? Not at all. Let's call it open custody. You are free to mooch around the eye as long as you keep paying up. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something out his belt, and the ring's released from your wrist. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker. So don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. He then turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? New drive discovered. Is that talk to Ethan? What is Ethan's thing? Pay Ethan's tab. Wait for Ethan to run up a tab. Perfect. I think he gives you a few days too. Yeah, here's the place. It's 4 cycles. And then it's like another 2 cycles because Ethan is a gentleman. I think Ethan just wants to date a sleeper. Let's be real here. Oh god, 60 for one of those. That's not here yet. I need to make money. Shit, I can't really focus on your yard thing. Because I need to make monies. So I don't die. And this doesn't really pay well, so I need to go here to make money. It's probably a better place to make money at. Let's do the express deliveries. Express deliveries and then the noodle manufacturers because this will give us energy since he'll feed us. So this gives us like an extra day, or an extra 2 days, okay, to really settle. Yeah, because I'm not gonna pay for something that does 2. Oh, we need to start doing the shipyard. That's what we were gonna start doing. Shit. That's fine. We need the money anyways. Alright, end cycle. Because I want to make my way over to the green place as soon as possible. We will buy from here though, because this is the last time to get the fungus fan. So let's get that. Emphas? Sleeper. Emphas calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in and cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind of story? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with spice. Tell him about your dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Emphas, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray, skeletal after images of system and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason of your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphasis finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he is trying to gauge at how honest you have been in your story. Emphasis passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks. A natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you any longer. So, I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind the stall. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. They said that across the gap in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard of this? No, not at all. Neither had I, but I trust the ones who told me. Memphis begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I'll prepare them for you, and, if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. All right, you got yourself a deal. Good, booms Emphas. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Emphas slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Emphas's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food. You think, a trade that seems more than fair. Seems unfair to him. He's losing money. I'm just stealing his money at this point, which is great. Alright, does that mean it's cheaper to go to Greenway, or no? God, no. Alright. Well, let's keep making money then, if we can. Let's just do the express delivery. Or not. Shit. Well, let's put all of our safe actions into this. I feel like ones are just natural, like, fails. Yeah, a one is basically just a fail no matter what. Can I give something to Fang? I forgot what he wanted. He wanted the data. He just wants data. Okay, express delivery. Perfecto. Is the scrap ship here? Oh, it is. I want to build a house. So honestly, I can't afford to lose scrap. We'll unload docks. We'll do that. We don't have any more points. There's so much shit we have to do that we are just nowhere near close to doing. Let's end the cycle. We're getting a lot done, though. That is a good thing. Yeah, let's just focus on money right now. We could fix the ship. Because how many cycles do we have? 2, 4, 6. We have 6 more cycles. And it's really not that hard to fix that ship. So I would rather focus on getting money and getting my drugs. Because you need the drugs in this game. They are quite good. We'll also do the noodles. That way we get some food, or a lot of food. +4 cryo. Ugh. Okay. Leave. Well, let's leave then. Because Jackass here is gonna be here soon. Eh, fuck it. We can waste the energy. If it's only gonna take energy away. 9 cryo. Nice. So we're 20 away from getting drugs, which is good. We'll end the day because there's nothing else we can do here. We're speed running this, boys, gals, and non-binary pals. This game is very interesting, though. There is so much that I think we still haven't seen yet. Since this is a danger... oh, wait, no, wait, I don't want to do that. Shit. I didn't want yard clearance. I think it canceled it. Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, if you do that, it cancels. That's cool. What? Okay, well, let's get the perfect outcomes then. Just so we could finish this off. Nah, we'll wait another cycle. We'll wait one more cycle for it. Because I want to get more money. So let's get more money. Boom, +9 cryo. Perfect. Oh, and we got scrap. We got scrap from that. We can work on building our house. Look at our little house. That's gonna be so cool. Yeah, because we have the ORT fabricator, so there's no need. I do want to buy scrap, though. No, we can't afford it. We can't afford to because we're gonna eventually get to a point where we'll only have 1 dice. And that's not gonna be good. So, end cycle. End. Oh, wait, no. We need food, actually. I actually do need to spend money to get food. So yeah, now we have another thing where we can get the Groil friscade, which is a type of mushroom. Right, end cycle. Leave. And then we have 2 days to pay his tab, which is good. I might actually have to pay his tab first. Fuck. I don't want to pay your goddamn tab. How much does the bar pay you? Does the bar pay you better? Oh, the bar pays me so much better. I don't care if I lost energy. I got so much cryo from that. Alright, we'll buy the drugs first. We'll pay him back tomorrow. What is this? Passkey for an apartment. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial, clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand, and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip, a handle. Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted into it. 20F, or 207F, and then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. Expect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the lower end and find out. Well, we could do this now. Unlock the apartment. Alright. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of aging fixtures glazes everywhere with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects. Indistinct in the dull lighting, a pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Well, let's go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its outwash dispensers, water closet towards the doorway. Though the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Approach the terminal. As you approach, there is a cackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper. Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I've had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within yet again. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yet again, we're supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise, like waves, passes over the recording. But I am done with them now. I want out. Screw the debt. But I need insurance. Something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know, sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatagan's noose around my neck. Get me data. Get me information. Give me something that I can use against Yatagan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need. Please. There's a static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here. Working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss, then silence. Let's just leave. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yet again. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. So there is a gang now. Okay. Well, we have something that we need. Which, this is where we're probably gonna end up waiting to get, but dice action. Getting Endure up would be really nice right now, or Engage even. What is it that we need for the scrapyard? I don't know, they're gone. Shit. Okay, well what do we need for this? Endure. Well, let's just upgrade Endure then. Or... no. I don't know. Engineer would also be really nice, too. Because there's a lot of engineer stuff you can do in this. And you gain random scrap. I would get this, because you gain random scrap on engineer actions. Which is great, because then we'll just do a bunch of assists for the ship build. Okay. So, we'll... oh, inject stabilizer, please. Boom. Nice. I did not get food. Oh well. It'll be fine. Starving. I get it, I'm starving. Let's get fungus. That'll keep us alive for a day. And just work. Or how many days do we have left on... oh, we have time. Yeah, we have time. Stop stealing my glasses! What the fuck? What in the fuck? Rude. So mean. How dare. Bonk, 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 bonk. I realize I'm working at the wrong place. I should be working at the bar. Oh shit. Bad outcome. Oh, and we get the cutscene for this too. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's do the cutscene for this and then we'll pay him. The girl slides from the bottle into the lumpy recycled glass, a pale grassy yellow under the overlook's warm lights. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff, the stuff Talus says is aged in wooden casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station, among corroded wires and softly looping systems, though sometimes it is hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell the mossy dry. If you rub them together, you can smell the mossy drink cut through with aniseed, mushrooms, wood, as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged Garole is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there. Like the quiet spacers sitting at the bar right now. Busy yourself. You pull a rag from your overalls and wipe down the bar, the Garole smell lifting then disappearing into the stale station air. The overlook is quiet this cycle. The salvager is busy offloading, the regulars likely at the ORT exchange or queuing for work at the Haven shipyards. You're in the right mood for a quiet shift. Some cycles drag along, the overlook empty and claustrophobic. But this one has caught you just right. And in this moment, some kind of calm has descended as you tinker away at the bar, lining up the bottles as your thoughts expand to fill the space. Suddenly, you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open, and a huge cylindrical metal tank tumbles through, slamming into the floor. Shit! Tala breezes in from behind it, a world of hair and bright eyes. Shit, shit, shit! Tala? Sleeper! She ducks behind the bar and comes over. Can you help me with this? You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. I'm coming. You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Tala. On my count. 1, 2, 3. You both heave the tank up to standing. Somehow, you hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. Alright, where is this going? In the back. In the back comes a voice from behind the tank. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Tala still. Somehow you manage to lug the huge thing into the back room, where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents in the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. You stand back and look at the expired rations, oozing out from under the tank. Ah, shit. Tala looks at you apologetically. I know you liked those. Yeah, sorry about that. Fucking good riddance. Good riddance. Tala smiles. Oh, good. I thought maybe liking expired rations was some kind of sleeper thing. Kinda weird. You push the crushed rations to one side. That's the end of that. Tala looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to something up? Yes! He was supposed to be back from E-Tenants up in the Greenway by now. Back with our Griel. She leans against the tank. It seems like he's got lost again, or joined the Haifa commune. We need that girl. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the Overlook for the ambience. She looks around the door to check if anyone can hear her. She knocks on the hollow tank. So I'm taking matters into my own hands, she smiles. Welcome, sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. You look around the dank back room. You must be joking. She gives you an unimpressed look. Where's your imagination? This'll work. Tala is like that one friend that gets you into all the shit and like trouble, but she's also like the one friend that'll like do anything for you. I might need some help though. She shrugs. You up for it? She knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Alright, I'll be happy to help. Okay! She grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn into a still. We'll also need to gather the ingredients, of course. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer. She smiles. So how about you build the still and tub while I work on the rest? Oh wait, Sleeper, I have an idea. Tala is grinning. And it's making you a little nervous. To make up for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? Will it actually fit? We'll make it work. She turns back to the tank. This is going to be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank in the bare room. Well, at least she has a vision. Tala nudges you out of the back room and closes the door. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. Indeed. So much for a quiet shift. Oh boy. Alright, here's your fucking money. Take it. Goddamn, Ethan. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed. A load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar. Or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Alright, I'm done. Wrong. Not even close. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we are even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from a chest holder. What the hell is wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with Eason Arp, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could run away from your contract? Your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? You don't understand. It's you, Sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though, I should thank you. Ethan nods, his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know? Real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Just shoot me already. Shoot me or let me leave. Come on, Ethan. Oh, I see. Toughening up here. He gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks. Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Those spacer idiots. Ethan sits heavily back down on a stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please, go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Just look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his hand on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out. Out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast on the walkway. Anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Yeah, this man pisses me off. I would agree. But I get an upgrade point, so I don't care. We do want a chance to gain energy after an engage action. That would be good. But another thing is, too, is I really want the ancient nodes to give you double data. So after we get Thrill Seeker... Oh no, actually what would be better is to get cryo actions or discounted. I think that and Icebreaker are the one. So we'll get Icebreaker first and then that. Because that would be great. What? Did this get discounted yet? No. I don't think this can get discounted. So the next is now saving for that. So we need 150 to get to Greenway. So we're just gonna work our asses off. We're gonna fix the one ship and then work our asses off to get to Greenway. I think that's a good plan. So let's end cycle. Now that we know it's so easy to make money, like, or can we not make money at the bar anymore? Can we make money at the bar still? Okay, we can still do bar shifts. That's all I care about. Oh, wait. We were gonna fix the thing. What am I thinking of? Fix, please. We have only 2 cycles. Perfect. We'll just use these 2. Or not. There we go. I fixed the ship. Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensics notes glow on Drago's old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office ship registry lies beside them. Synthetic paper so thin it is almost transparent. Look at the slate. Your attempts at reconstruction of the winter light before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams, showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This is no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations. The new retrofitted into the old handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy. A lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hall had been thickened, the corners rounded, to disguise the change. But they are there. Look at the monitor. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after your courtesy glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the winter light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in sections, blotches of colors marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose, radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story, a catastrophic failure of the drive core, leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark. One that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled-shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. Look at the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the winter light. The gaps between the entries tantalizing opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, logged at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The winter light got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained. A reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry, a suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the winter light, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. There's a little more than a list. A tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's system. The main systems were fried, of course, but the winter light? It had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments, armored, air-walled. this list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Ship mines ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes, and then the final entry, passenger, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here. In the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter? Luckier? How had they convinced the Winter Light, a smuggler ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from Isenarp? Luckier. You just had to laugh. There have been no remains found in any of the Winter Light's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky. You guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizers to the light. This is all you find in their compartment, a parting gift from Isenarp. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it back in your pocket. The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers, coming to the same yard? 2? One after the other? That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal, thinking, and you see that thumbprint again, the mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winter Light with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Drago stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What's all this? He snatches the slate from the desk, faster than you realize he can move. You running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? Oh, what am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whirring for Shirley, his anger passing to it with his implants. Are you hiding something? Hiding something? I'm hiding you, goddammit! And what are you doing for me? Digging around in my business? He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. This ship had a sleeper on it, Dragos. Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. What did you say? He pushes past you to look at the terminal, at the list. He shakes his head. So what? Aren't all you trying to escape? You're lucky it was you that made it out alive, not them. He folds his arms indignantly. Goddamn. Drago seems to steady himself, and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty of others who would have sold on you, turned you in, but not me. No. I appreciate that, but don't. He shakes his head. I'm not discussing my business with you. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with the ship, it isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. You can't work here anymore. But what about the Winter Light? He reaches over and switches the monitor off. Forget about the damn ship. You have enough to keep you up. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. But someone killed that ship and its crew. And you want to meet them? He shakes his head. We're done here. In the dark, Drago's headset glints, and you wish for a moment that you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get up from the desk, and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. But don't come back. His tone is final, definite, with an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office, and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this at least guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the winter light, and whether or not that person will come for you. Upgrade point. I got an achievement called Fellow Traveler. Find a gift from someone like you, hidden away. Alright, we have an upgrade point. So that now we're saving them to get Icebreaker, because Icebreaker will be great for data. That's why I'm not doing any data requests either right now. I would like to not waste the points. Oh, even extra dice. I forget about that. Can we work on the Ambergus? No, we will die. Die a horrible death. Or, not a horrible death, but we would not have a good time. At least I won't. I don't think. Why can't I work on the interface anyways? Wait, can you not work on interfaces if you have a one? Because it would just be an automatic fail? Huh. Weird. Okay. That's weird. Savage Dog, that's not here yet. Shipyard, I don't think we, it's too, it's too risky to really do anything with that. Oh, he's giving us more days? Ethan is back at the bar still drinking. How much longer can this go on for? For as long as he fucking wants. And I'll let him. I ain't gonna stop him. Oh wait, this guy wants data. Cool, I have that data. The treacherous enforces signal for hackers to come out for the upload. Their eyes widen as the data seeps onto their systems. Cool. Oh, they gave us money. Cool. Even better. Let's get food. Let's get food. I think once this is here, we'll build a house. I think that's so sweet that you can build a house. I like that. Because now you're like a permanent resident, almost. No, we're not going to inject the stabilizer. We're going to keep it for now. We have no need to get rid of it. I'd say once we're down to 3 dice, that's when we'll use it. But until then, we are pretty good. So now we're just money farming to get to green. And to get to green, it's 150. Not fun, but, well, it's going to be well worth it. Let's also just make some money, I guess. Whoops. Make some money playing Talva. While we're here, so we can unlock the low end. Oh wait, there's actually a thing here. Cassador. You cross between 2 walls of units. One of the cavernous streets. At the center of the low end, the pressurized bridge is full of the clack of tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Sleeper. You turn to see a man sitting at a tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the tool on the opposite side of the table. Sit. Alright. Sure, you got me fooled. You sit at the metal stool and he starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter cap's low enders typically used in the place. Castor, he says by way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day? He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed white and black. Night. He nods. The black counters are already on your side. Let's begin. You take a plastic die, each pitted and worn. You roll to determine who starts. Castor rolls a 6, you a 4. I lead. He smiles and begins to move his fist cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Castor speaks, eyes not leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. Play carefully or play aggressively? Be aggressive! Be aggressive! After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean. As Castor talks, you target his counters, halting his progress, but exposing your caps as you do. I don't mean to offend you. Castor meets your eyes. I merely see you are by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He stacks a wall of counters, a boundary you must break. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, Sleeper? About what you were before and what you are now? I always do. You roll a double 1. And solidify your wall. Caster whistles. The holding game. Commendable. It can be brave to build from what came before. He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move. But we cannot idle too long, Sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. The past you is not just an idea. A concept for you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow, splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives, unaware of your fate, no matter what it may take. Or no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branch severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Castor's before he solidifies control of the game. So what I am curious about is how you see yourself in all of this. Castor's asked, what does this tangle of truths make you? I don't think I'm free yet. I don't feel free. I have a tracker on me. But I think this makes me doomed. Or driven. I would say driven, because I want to live a new life. Driven. Castor laughs. That much is obvious, Sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You're eager to make all this count for something. Castor looks away. Though, the glass to the crowded units on all sides. But, driven towards what? He starts removing the caps. His home board now full. Is there an end here, or just endurance? You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Castor clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. I feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap from the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Castor claps his hand apologetically. You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint with that last word. To our mutual benefit. He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. I doubt it. No pressure on my part. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here, and if I am able, feed my curiosities. The game over. You notice the bustle of the walkway once more, the call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations. They walk over you as you stand and leave, Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. So what do you want? Yatake business. Oh, wait. You want two different things. What are the old guys up to these days? I wonder. I have a ship mind for you if you'll indulge my gear. I need 5 of those to get a ship mind? The stories about Yatsuken are brutal, but I want the truth. A stabilizer should provide the motivation. Oh, fuck yeah. You're my new best friend, Castor. I love you. You're giving me free shit that I don't have to work for? Cool. Count me in. I guess I don't need to buy another ship mind. Well, that being said, let's get the ship mind. As soon as possible. I know Fang needs... Wait, are they working with them? I wonder. That might actually be what it is. I just like that Castor is just a very curious man. He's just like, cool. Anyways. That's the kind of person he is. Alright, let's keep working that bar shift. We need the bar. Yeah, it's a little minus energy, but that's fine. We need the money. Fuck that energy. Woo! Money, 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 money. So end cycle. Perfecto. Now we have a free way of getting like stabilizers. Not really free. It comes at the cost of energy. But other than that, it is practically free. Okay, let's see here. Is the ship here? Oh, it's here. Perfect. We'll do this so we can get some scrap. I think you can get scrap from okay, I guess you can't. You have to buy scrapped. But that gives you money. So let's keep doing this. Keep getting that shmula. Because we need the shmula. Shmula is gula. Perk Thrill Seeker. I subtracted energy and also gained energy. Ugh, my throat. Okay, perfect. 134, so we'll be able to get it tomorrow. Let's do this as an action. Get that to full so we don't have to worry too much about eating and cycle. This is very enjoyable. We're getting very far into this game. We're doing a complete new route. I've never unlocked this area before, so I didn't even know Castor existed. I didn't even know you could build a fucking house. I didn't know. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, Ethan's here. Hey, it's him, Ethan. Oh boy, what do you got for me, Ethan? You didn't make me pay, so what the fuck's happening? The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still on the same stool in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. I guess we'll approach you. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns. Sleeper! He turns to look at you. Time to pay up again, is it? He gestures to the bartender. Come here, take their chits. No more, Ethan. Ethan doesn't even look at you. He props his elbow on the bar and holds his head. Sleeper, it's been a long cycle. I don't care. Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palm. You're right, he says quietly. This isn't fun anymore. He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground between you. Both you and the bartender look at the gun, stare at it. Butterfingers, says Ethan, and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun back, if you would. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Point the gun at Ethan. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little, a sharp pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh. He turns on the stool. Oh, sleeper. This is more like it. I don't want to kill him. I want to wait. You hold the gun steady, training it on his head. Ethan smiles. Like the dog that caught the car. He turns to the bartender and mock whispers, I'm not sure they know what to do with it. You keep the gun on Ethan. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh well, he says, and grabs the gun, slamming it back onto your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. It hits a glancing blow, but it makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in. Ethan taps at the slate. No more playing. Your head aches. Ethan taps a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting. A dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin. His face close, his breath heavy with the drink. And that's when they kiss. Honestly, I would date Ethan. We could fix him, right? He's like the Shane of Stardew Valley. Like, he's like Shane from Stardew Valley, but he's the Shane of Citizen Sleeper. You could fix it. Look at that. Okay, look at his shirt. That is like the most flamboyant, like Australian thing I've ever seen. I feel like he's an Aussie and I'm doing his voice wrong. Isanarp just screwed me. He grins manically. They canceled the contract. He stands up. They canceled the contract. He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet. The sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. I'll kill all of you, he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door. I'll be back for that. He shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. He's just gone. He doesn't exist. Can I find him in the market? I guess I can't. No, there's nothing I can do to look for him in the market. Okay. He'll be back in how many cycles? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 cycles. Cool. Perfecto. Money. That's what we need. We need money right now. I do kind of want to just do the shipyard first, then. Because once we get into the yard, I think we can make more money, so let's just do this instead. Let's do this since we have, like, pretty decent stats. Okay, now we just need to do that 3 more times, which is fine. And we'll spend another 15 on food, which is fine. I'm willing to get rid of it. Ah, big drink. Okay. Now we sleepeth. End the cycle, please. Por favor. And I think after the next cycle, we'll take the pill. Perfect. These are all kind of like risky things that we can use. So we'll just need one more. Perfecto. Or not. You can be a dick. Sure. Why won't you? Why don't you be a dick? What the fuck? What in the fuck? Seriously? You just had to go and do that? I thought I would have been fine without paying for food, and this is what you do to me? You make me pay for food? How dare you? I'm gonna steal food. There we go. Perfecto. No, it's actually kind of worth getting food. Alright, the next day we'll... At the next day we'll, use the stabilizer. And then we'll have to start looking for... So now that we know that, I more so want to finish off. Like, what's the... Build a home is, like, the cheapest thing we can do to get the icebreaker. So I think... Of course the fucking scrap ship just leaves. Damn it. Why would it not? Ugh. Yeah. I would rather still have, like, more time. So let's use the injector. I could probably buy a new one already. I don't doubt it. But it's so expensive. Like, it's just all my money. Alright, assist a shipbuilder. Perfecto. Leave. Oh, Lemon Mina. We get to meet Lemon Mina. Oh my god. From the walkway, the side rail horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, touches flicker. Drones maneuver. Arc lights glint. The sense of scale, of industry, is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. He leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her, then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship. Or just admiring? He shifts Mina's weight onto his other arm. Just working. Me too, me too. He flashes a Havenging pass. I knew it. Just to look at you, I mean... He stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina's and my ticket... Oh, she's Mina and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. The ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenging contract on the side rail horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey, though, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me. And Mina, if it means landfall on a new world. He winks. Decades? It's a long trip. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Sealess Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Why is it here? Why build it here, you mean? He grins. Don't ask me. I know as much as Mina about it. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy, setting up somewhere without it feeding back into the core. Maybe Sealess got locked out of the corporate shipyards and had to go begging for somewhere to set up, homeless, just like Mina and me. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food. Pulling an exaggerating grumpy face. Aww. She glances furtively at you and she plays with the set of dog tags that hangs from Lem's neck. I'm just chilling a little, meanie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you, and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenge crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. For sure. He looks out at the side rail horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hall. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me. She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. Alright, I have a date Lem or Ethan. One of the two. We got a DILF. We got a man with alcohol issues. Definitely it. To pick your poison, I like them both. I'll take them both if that's the case. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns, and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her echoes shout down from the, her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them, a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the side rail horizon. A ticket out. New drive discovered. Which is what is it? Win a side rail ticket. So I have to work on I have to work on this. But I think you get paid to do it. Okay, I can either be a junior tech or a welder's mate. which I will probably have to do the... I'll have to do the junior tech because it's interface. So this is all safe. I believe this gives you money, right? 12. Not the best, but good enough. Okay, quality control. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking cool. Oh, we do not want quality control. Ship building spots on the side of the horizon are hard to come by. Poor work will see you drop from the roster. So if we get... So let's not do this unless we get, like, the risk ones on. But we did get scrapped from that. That is good. Because now we are getting closer to building a home. Which we want. We want a home. I don't want to be living in a fucking container forever. My god. God, no. I think that's all we can really do for today. Bloop. Bloop. I think we'll build a home and then we'll try to figure out how to get this chip out of us. Oh, we're actually really close to getting to the Greenway. So let's just do a mini express thing. No, maybe not. Maybe not a mini express. Unit assembly. Oh, that's what I've been working on. We'll do that. Perfecto. Now we can go to Greenway. A bablam. Pay for passage. Cross the Greenway. I love that there's a cute little animation for this. As you step out on the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Sorry. She adjusts a strap on her shoulder, holding up a hand in recognition before setting off down the corridor. I'm sorry for her. The second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission... They shrug. We have another non-binary character! Oh! And I gave him a stereotypical voice. I am sorry, Piek? Piek? Is that how they pronounce her name? She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission... it's not a problem. They smile. You're sweet. Piek? As she stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she is rushing to. Piki raises their eyebrow at you. Ishi, please. Do you want everyone on the station to hate us? Ishi hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. Oh, they want to hate us? They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? Piki gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. The station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. Ishi sighs. I'm not saying they are part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction. But I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. Well, can I be any help? Piki smiles slyly. See, Ishi, help! Isn't that exactly what we need right now? Piki. Ishi rolls her eyes. Piki ignores her. We are with the refugees. The one Havenge have corded off from entering the station. Ishi interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies with a right to safety and being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Piki sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and... They turn to Eshi. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Ishi interrupting. But... Ishi turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. That's terrible. Ishi looks back up at you, her fierceness fading. Kiki, please. Ishi gathers herself in the supplies. Ishi, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us. We need others too. They smile at her. Piggy turns to you. Come find us. The climbing bar is docked at the Broken Spoke, past the Greenway, in the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. Ishi turns to leave, and Piki follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Ishi shouts back down the corridor, Don't bother coming up empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner. Ishi already picking up speed as Piki calls for her to slow down. A refugee Foltolia? Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. Something does change. Founder's Ferry. Oh, this takes us back. Alright, what else do we got here? Greenway. Going green. Exploring the Greenway is unlike any other place on the Eye. Its overgrown chambers defy mapping. Well, let's do this then. Let's get the Greenway. That way we can do stuff here. I would like to be able to do things. Alright, leave. Oh wait, there's more stuff over here. The commune. Work the canteen, work the grow beds. The only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in through long services and for everyone. I think that's something we want as well. What's this? Oh, this is the going green. Farm stacks. I get food or barter for food or work the stacks. Let's just work, I guess. How much money do we get for working? 6! That ain't too bad. Not worth the money. But it is not too bad. It ain't too bad at all. Okay. Let's, let's get food because we will die. Fuck. I can't. Shit. I can't get food, huh? Because the still isn't up. And she won't give us food. Damn it. Oh, I fucked up. Oh no. Alright, well, we're gonna take a significant hit to our energy. Oh god. I think he's gonna get rid of, like, another extra bar. Or maybe not. I guess not. Okay, first things first, let's get money so we can, eat. Please. It's risky, so we'll do this. Perfect. And that gave us energy, which is great. Take my money. Oh wait, I could have used it on the ship. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. We'll still do this to the ship. Yeah, +2 and cryo, which is great. Fragment supplies. Food attack is rare as the eye, so the shipment is happy to pay for shipment fragments. Well, I need those, so no. You don't get to have my shipments. Okay. We eventually have to fix her ship. I just have not been prioritizing that because it's meh. We don't need it. We don't need her ship. We probably should help Fang later. But like I said, I want to wait till we get the icebreaker. Because that's going to be so good. Fire spokes. The spoke is layer after layer of defense urbic fabricing. The only way to explore it vertically. To explore it is vertically. Oh shit. Does this lead to something? I don't know if that leads to something. Okay, well, yeah, let's just work at the canteen. Since it is a safe option. And it's good to become a Haifa member. I would say that's probably a good thing. Perk, Thrill Seeker. Huh? Did it give me a perk? Oh shit, it gave me a perk. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Let's head back, across the rim. We'll end that day. Some days are just uneventful. There's like nothing going on, but like, oh, we need to get this up. Which is fine. I do like that this game does have downtime. It is very nice. It's very cool. Okay. It is a new day, a new dawn. Is this thing here yet? No, it'll be here tomorrow. I've not been paying attention. When's Ethan getting here? 3 more days. Cool. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna beat him to a bloody pulp. But respectively, I will do that. Actually, no, go back. Cross the rim, please. Oh god, I forget you can use WASD to move. That's actually so much easier than using my finger. I've been using the scroll wheel this entire time and it has been hurting. I'm gonna bring it to a 4. Which is great! Boom! Continue. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work team, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with the supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't handle but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their numbers to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team! Good for you! He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Is Mina okay? She's good. We just had to rush up here. He puts his hand on her shoulder, and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know what. A noise sounds from the entrance. A klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at I eat you for bonking me. What the hell? How dare you decide to bonk me? I'm gonna bonk you back. And it ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be a horrible bonking, a horrible smacking. Smack, 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 smacking. How dare. But thank you for the redeem, Sora. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, and then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit. Mina. He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go. I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're gonna keep you safe and... He stands back up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's got food, she's got... shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears into the rolling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Oh, look at how tiny she is! Oh my god, she is adorable! The little adorable ball of rage! Mina stands staring, suddenly small, without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina? She holds the stare, unmoving. The 2 parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. Are you okay, or should we look in the bag? Are you okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Let's look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked behind it is a ragged rabbit. Hand soon. Let's take the rabbit, because the slate's gonna die. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. Well, what's their name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This isn't going well. Give her the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out, and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her sigh. Bun Bun! Oh god, my boss is in this! Oh, hey boss, hey, Bun Bun, the agency, the owner of the agency of the Bun Bun Detective Agency. You know, like, you don't have to watch me in every game I play, right? Like, if I die, you don't need to scold me for death, okay? It's a nice name. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. I have questions. What do you mean you're sort of a robot? Excuse me. What the fuck? You can't go, yeah, me too, when you ask me if I'm a robot and I say sorta. Excuse-moi. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eye's heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun, the rabbit. And this is how Leb finds you. Just as both of you are starting to yawn, he is dirty and tired. But Mina leads up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two getting on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. I think we're more than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lev's arms, her suspicion gone. Well. Looks like Meanie can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs, and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time, that is. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. That reminds me of work. Aww. For those that don't know, in real life I work as a daycare teacher. So I give kids lunch instead of like a lunch lady. So what I do with the older and little kids, like I'm not like older kids, I'd say like with the 1 to 3 year olds, I'll like pretend to eat their like arms or something. I'll like gently grab their hand and I go, you know what? I can't wait for lunch to get here. I think I'm just gonna have to eat you. Nom 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 nom. And I'll like pretend to bite. Like I won't like put my mouth on them, but like I'll do like the fake play biting, like nom 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 nom. And they find it so hilarious. It is so adorable. Alright, see you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Aw, that is so cute! They're too cute! Goddamn, don't give me baby fever. I want a kid, but goddammit, if this game makes me want one more. Okay, so we need to join the Hypercommune volunteer. There's so much shit we have to do. The ship thing isn't even here yet. What was I gonna do? Oh, we're gonna go work at the commune. Or explore Greenway is what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna explore Greenway. Which is risky, but it's fine. I want the risk. Perfect. Yeah, because now we can get mushrooms. If we clear the overgrowth, I think that's how we get mushrooms. Oh, never mind. Forage for fungus. We need Intuit. Really? Okay. Well, I guess we have to spend our point on intuition because we actually need this for a quest. Damn. Didn't even think about that. So now can we do this? No, it needs to be +1. Damn. Okay. Fine. Well, let's clear out the overgrowth. Apparently clearing that out is safe, so. Let's see. Work the stacks. Oh, but now we have the predictive reasoning perks. Actually, that's not too bad. Not too bad of a trade-off. They said they're in the waste. What's the other people that's in the wastelands? Climbing Briar. Oh, they want us to supply them grill, which we can't even do. We can't even get them.
Stop stealing my glasses.
So rude. Let me eat you. Nom 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 nom. Eat your arms. Alright, well, let's collect spores because we're gonna need these anyways. That's actually enough. Pretty sure she only needs 2 later on. This is safe, so we should be good. Yeah. I think clearing that out is gonna be so easy. That's not even gonna be like a worry. We'll be fine. Wait, let's end the day. End cycle. Alright, let's let that save. And I think that'll be it for today. That was pretty long. Oh, troll up. Alrighty. I still can't hear the chatting thing. I don't know if you guys can. I hope you can. But we're gonna go raid. Let's go see. Who are we raiding today? Macho's currently playing Pow World. Who else is online? Let's see. Who else is online? What are other people doing? Do 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 do. Okay, I guess we're gonna go raid out too much. Alright, be much. Go show him some love, everybody. He hasn't been streaming in a while because he's been sick. How dare he be sick? So we're gonna go raid him and call him bald. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing some more Simulacra 2 and hopefully finishing it. But until next time, bye-bye!